Hello everybody, welcome back to another pub encounter video. Rachel here. We're continuing with Hideaki's route with chapter 8 and the best ending. And then that's the end of the main story for him. Then there's a sub-story, a date scenario, and the epilogue. I'll probably do the epilogue next, and then the date scenario, and then the side story. But for now, here's chapter 8, A Day to Vow My Love. I'm actually not going to read it first. I'm going to read more towards the middle, a little bit later. So sorry. And to Mr. Arakura, too. Mr. Arakura? Yeah, I can read now. I'm done drinking my drink. I talked with him a little bit. It seemed like he was suffering. Maybe you're right. I'd like to talk to him, too. Yeah, but for now, I don't want to hear you say another man's name again for a while. As he spoke, he snuggled up close to me. After all this time, he touched me again. It made me so happy, but not now. Why? Didn't you say you wanted to get a room? I teased him with the smallest bit of spite, but seeing his bashful face dyed my cheeks red, too. Hey, Crystal. Evening, Ken. It was a week later, and after work I was walking with Ken to the bar. Next to me was a sulking Hideaki. I wonder what was making him pout. I was so touched that you asked me to come with you today. You're welcome. I kind of wanted to talk to you about something anyway. Hey, didn't you hear that, Mr. Kodama? That's the first time anyone's ever said that to me. Yeah, good for you, kid. What's up with that? It sounds like you don't even care. Because I really don't. Ouch, that hurts. Hideaki was acting slightly different than normal. Maybe this was Officer Kodama. It was fun encouraging to learn more about him bit by bit. Alright, we're here. This is Adir. The three of us headed through the chiming door. Soichiro's serene face greeted us, as usual. Welcome to Adir. Hi, Soichiro. Can we get seats in the back today? Yes, of course. Please, sit wherever you'd like. Wow, I had no idea your favorite place was this fancy, Mr. Kodama. It's a place for adults. Hey, give me a break. What's up with you today? Never mind. Am I, like, really bugging you? More than ever. Are you guys dating or something? That's exactly what we're doing. No way. Yes, way. Whoa, congratulations, I guess? But don't tell me you brought me here just to tell me that. Is this a private conversation? After chatting with Soichiro, I returned to my seat to see the two talking calmly. They really did seem to be good friends. Oh, not at all. Just briefing him on what's going on. Briefing him? You mean you told him? Huh? Oh, about that. Congratulations, Crystal. Huh? You don't have to pretend bringing me here to announce a kinda... You idiot! What exactly are you talking about? How about he just said... You didn't tell him, did you? Hey, look, you know, it's just kinda hard to say. And not to mention, it makes me sound pretty stupid. Again, always caring too much about others. I don't get this guy sometimes. Ken, not knowing what was going on, looked back and forth between us. Fine, I'll tell him. Stop being mad at me. I'm not even mad, just frustrated. Well, sorry. He gently stroked my head as he spoke. I couldn't let him know how happy that made me. Arhar. Yes, sir. I'm okay. Mr. Kodama, see, sorry for acting stupid, but everything's okay now. It's all settled, so don't worry about me anymore. You mean, Ken? Thanks for being concerned about Hide, but he is alright now. We got through everything together. Got through everything? Ken looked at both of us with surprise. Seeing the look on his face, Hideaki looked slightly embarrassed. This is why I didn't want to tell him. Why on earth would you say something like that? Well, that's great to hear, Mr. Kodama. Hey, Arahara, I was seriously worried. Ever since we talked to Mr. Arakura. You talked to Mr. Arakura? I can't take it anymore. Just as I thought he was about to cry, Ken stood up from his seat. I had never seen him act like this. Where are you going? Where am I? I gotta make a phone call. For all his haste in getting up, he seemed unsure. Was he hiding something? Anyway, I'll be back in a minute. With that, he grabbed his cell phone and left the bar. He's gone. What could that little brat be hiding? I think he's great to have as a subordinate, though. Memorial? Now that all that's left to do is all that's left is to tell Mr. Arakura, and then case closed, right? How much did you guys hear? Pretty much all of it. It's a small bar. I'm sure we all couldn't help it. Why are you all here anyway on today of all days? Because Crystal asked us to come. What's he talking about? You said yourself you wanted to put an end to everything properly. I thought we could have everyone here as witnesses. What about Mr. Arakura? I'm gonna go find him. Ah, the one loose end. I don't really think it'd be necessary. I'm back. Ken, where did you... After nearly a full hour of being gone, Ken had returned. Hello, Miss Lynn. And behind him was Mr. Arakura. Why are you with... You know, when we went to make the phone call, we, ran into each other. You're a really shit liar, you know that? I'm not lying. Thanks, Arahara, you're a good kid. No, good partner. Hideaki ruffled Ken's hair as he spoke. Ken put his hands to his eyes and gave tiny thanks, apparently pleased by the praise. Ken? Oh, sorry. It's just that's the first time he's ever called me his partner. Tears ran from his eyes as he spoke. Hideaki had no idea how much people cared for him. Mr. Arakura, I know I've caused you a lot of pain over the years. You have nothing to apologize for. It was my fault making you see Funakubo like that. Don't say that, just because I pretended to be over everything already. In fact, I haven't overcome any of my issues at all. I'm grateful to you for taking me to see him that day. Thanks to you, I was finally able to accept the truth and move on. I didn't do anything at all. Miss Lynn's the one that saved you, isn't she? No, I just wanted to be there for him. I wanted to share everything. You have a good, wonderful woman here, Hideaki. I know, my two saviors. Been a long time since anyone's called me that. I'm glad, so glad. Both Hideaki and Mr. Arakura's eyes were shining with tears. This was a great ending. Really, really great. What a lovely ending. Soichiro, these are for everyone in celebration. With that, Soichiro passed out some cocktails. A red cherry in the bottom of each glass. The drinks were lovely amber gradation. These are rising suns. Because you found your sun to shine light through your darkness. Yeah, I sure did. A rising sun. Well chosen, Soichiro. Thank you. Please, drink up, everyone. But doesn't a rising sun mean... You've learned a lot, Hide, if you were able to catch on. Wait a second, Soichiro! Hideaki suddenly shouted. All the regulars smiled with knowing smiles, but I was completely out of the loop. It's about what the cocktail means. The rising sun's phrase is a premonition of love. Our love's not a premonition at all. It's already fully in progress. Hideaki's public proclamation aroused various feelings, and I started to cry. Did you have a little too much to drink? No, just so happy. I toddled across the room unsteadily and pulled back the curtain to let in some cool air. Oh my god, what is it? The moon! My sentence trailed off as I fell into thought. Maybe because of the drinks I felt unusually sentimental. I wanted to let him know how deeply I cared. Really pretty, don't you think? Somehow embarrassed to speak, I couldn't meet his eyes, but whispered, looking down. Crystal. But apparently he already guessed what I was feeling. His warm arms wrapped gently around me. His eyes looked into mine. Hide. Yep, screenshot. When I said his name, his lips pressed softly to mine. The passionate kiss made me melt inside. I love you so much I can't think of any other words to say. You don't need to, just what? Yeah, okay. Our lips again met in an even deeper, fiercer kiss. From the crack in the curtains, the gentle moonlight shone in, illuminating his face. Under the moon's blessing, we shared our love until the sun finally rose. Okay, that's that part. Now for the best ending. Living a full life. Yes, I'm doing it at the end just like I have with everybody else's so far. It was a cool, clear morning. I had the day off. I'd had a good night's sleep for once, too. I wonder how I should spend the day. I felt a little bit like a kid waking up early, so eager for the day. I got out of bed and opened the curtains. It was going to be a pretty day. When I opened the window, a pleasant morning breeze wafted into the room. Heh, even a nice breeze could make me happy. I ran back to the bed. Hideaki was still asleep, breathing deep and rhythmical. It'd been too long since I'd seen that. Usually every morning after he was the first one up. I snuck a light kiss onto his forehead. I liked doing that, especially on his forehead, over the scar. Somehow felt like if I did, it would seep into him. Of course, it's just my own silly idea. Crystal? Oh, are you awake? What time is it? 7? You're up early for not having to go to work. I just had a really good night for once. Well, I sure didn't. Why not? Because you rejected me last night because you were too tired. But I'd had a really busy week this week. It was really hard for me to stand it, I didn't know what he was trying to accomplish by saying that now. So, my hand was suddenly yanked and I was pulled onto the bed. So come back to bed, I won't do anything. Then what's with the hand? I shivered at the touch on my skin as his hand slipped under my clothes. I promise, I just wanted to touch you. Jesus, guy. Still trapped in his arms, I then heard the sound of him lightly snoring. After I'd been so excited to get up, I couldn't do anything now. But even so, I felt a small smile on my lips. As Hideaki's heartbeat gradually lulled me back to sleep, I gave in and closed my eyes. What's that smell? Hey, are you up, Hide? Good morning. Or should I say good afternoon? Afternoon? It's already that late? I shoved away the blanket and jumped out of bed. That was really good, like a scene from a movie. I made breakfast, so how about we eat and decide what to do? What were you sneaking around doing while I was asleep? Just chores, some cooking and laundry. When I got close, I could smell the familiar tobacco smell. I've been asleep so long I had time to cook, clean, and take a cigarette break? Crystal, next time I want you to wake me up. Why? Because even though don't spend enough time together, I want to spend as much time together as we can. Hideaki looked somewhat surprised. Are you listening to me? And then he blushed. His reaction automatically made me blush. And I said something weird. Crystal. As he started to speak, he scratched his cheek, looking troubled. Why do you always do that? Why do I always do what? Say the most adorable things. Don't get me too excited first thing in the morning. Hideaki reached his hands toward me and shoved me down in an embrace. He nuzzled his face in my neck, mumbling something about how cute I was. How strange. I hadn't done anything except say what I'd been thinking. Mouthful. Hey, it's already afternoon. But you broke the rules just now by being cute. I just hope that was your intent. What do you mean? What intention? Do I have to spell it out for you? His voice quickly became a low whisper as he asked suggestively. And he was doing it just because he knew he couldn't resist. Or I couldn't resist. No, it's not that. You gave me no choice. Nope, you don't have to say it. It's okay. You didn't know what I mean, do you? I want you to understand. He then pressed a kiss to my neck. Hey, Hideaki? Stop it. Only if you tell me you don't like it. But we finally got a day off together. That's why we have time for this. We always seem to make time for this. But yesterday you wouldn't let me. Did you really want to that bad? I'm pretty sure any man would, when the girl they like is right in front of them. It was getting harder and harder to say no. It wasn't that I didn't want to, but I also wanted to see him out in the sunshine. Especially since we usually didn't get to see each other except at night. Just kidding, sorry. Stop making that face. You'll really stop? Yeah, I'm stopping, so... Ah! All of a sudden my body flipped over so I was on my stomach. I could hear his breathing. What? I'm not going to do anything scary, so just be still. He then lifted my hair and licked the nape of my neck. I love how sensitive you are. What are you... I just thought I'd give you a mark to brand his mind. It won't be visible. To anyone but me. His smiling voice was right next to my right ear. His breath sent a cool breeze across my ear, making me jump. Ha! Did you change your mind? I certainly don't mind, so how about it? I haven't changed my mind one bit. Really? You don't have to pretend. Luckily, my next retort was interrupted. All of a sudden, Hideaki's cell phone rang. It was probably work. That was my immediate thought. I felt bad for being disappointed. I knew he loved his job. As those thoughts ran through my head, he just looked at me. I told you before to stop making that face. He held his phone in one hand and wrapped the other arm around me, and it's not work anyway. I couldn't read the look on his face as he checked the caller. That was how he looked when he felt troubled. Aren't you going to answer? It's just from this stupid kid. You mean the one from before? Hideaki's hand moved away from the button to take the call. The electronic ring then stopped. Are you sure you don't have to get it? If he calls again, then I... Just as he started to say that, the phone interrupted him and rang again. After hesitating, he answered. Hello, Hideaki? Nozomu, didn't I tell you not to shout in the phone? It's your fault for not picking up the first time. Jeez. I could hear the faint sound of a kid from the phone. I could tell the boy was happily talking to Hideaki. Guess what? I don't have to go to school today, so I can come visit. But if I'm busy, you always say that, but you always still play with me. That's because you... It's fine. Go ahead. Huh? I'd like to meet him, too. Hey, Hideaki. When we got there, a small boy shouted out to him with all his might. Hey, Nozomu, you got more cuts than usual. It's just proof of adventures. Adventure all you want, but no fighting. I don't fight. You told me it's not cool. Well, so you remembered. Good. Hey, don't talk to me like I'm a baby. You're still a baby. No, I'm not. Smile came to face watching the two. They were both adorable. Heh. Who's that lady? Be polite. What did I do? Just introduce yourself instead of staring at her. Why? Just stop being a wimp and do it. Hi there. Hi. I'm Crystal. I'm Hideaki's friend, I guess. Hideaki's friend? Yep. The boy's eyes seemed to be measuring me up. I met his gaze and smiled at him. Hideaki said he was coming to play, so I came with. Can't believe sure did. Thought we could have some fun. Okay, I like you. I'm his friend and you're his friend, so now you're my friend. The adorable proclamation warmed my heart. Sounds good to me. Didn't I tell you you don't have to be so afraid to talk to her? Hideaki came up from where he was watching and hugged me. That's right, when I turned around I saw he had a smile on his face. The grin sent my heart racing. It was one of the first times I'd seen him look so happy. Why are you guys staring at each other? Huh? I was just caught unaware. I stumbled to find excuse. What did I think I was doing in front of this kid? I like you, you're kind of weird too. Great, even a kid thought I was weird. Oh well, since I like you, I'll show you my secret fort. Really? You sure? Yeah, but only you. Hideaki's never been there. Nozomu grabbed my hand and started enthusiastically pulling me after him. I looked back over my shoulder. He waved. Hideaki waved, the same smile on his face. Go have fun, I'll just have a smoke. Okay, see you in a bit then. I was a little excited to run around the park like this again after so long. Led by Nozomu, I took off running into the park. Looks like they're both having fun. I sat on a bench, took out a cigarette. No kids. Mumbling, I lit up. Lately, everyone been coming down hard on smokers. Obviously, it was important to be considerate of the public, but still. I lazily puffed on the cigarette, various thoughts running through my mind. From a little ways away, Nozomu's proud voice rang out. When I looked over, I saw Crystal exaggeratedly pretending to be surprised. She was probably captivated by how cute the kid was. She has no idea how much more adorable than him she is. The pair were happily gabbing and playing around. For some reason, I felt anger start to smolder in me. Hey, now where's that coming from? She was just spending time with a kid. I couldn't help the bitter laugh. I didn't think I'd ever had someone I was jealous of. I tried to bring up images of past lovers, but all the memories blurred. That must be the reason. I was truly in love this time. That's why my jealousy was so bright. God, falling in love for someone my age? Not even laughable. Alrighty, done. After taking me to a secret hideout, Nozomu went inside and brought out tools. I wonder what a kid would need with those, but he used the pliers and wire well. What are you making? My own original action figure. He hugged the wire cloth item to his chest. That's cool. You gonna put it in the fort? Nope, this is for Hideaki. For Hideaki? Yeah, he's my hero, my friend, and sometimes kinda like my dad. The kid laughed, happy and carefree. I expected his mother was an influence, but Hideaki certainly played no small part. He helped me once, so I'm gonna give him this to say thanks. I'm sure he'd love it. You think so? I do. He might even be so happy he'd cry. Cry? Why? Because sometimes people cry even when they're happy. Couldn't tell if he understood, but I knew the day would come when he would. Okay, I gotta give it to him, so help me call him. Huh? Hurry up, just call his name. We're gonna yell for him, ready? Hideaki! Why was I the only one yelling? Hey, wait a minute, Nozomu. Gotcha. I heard you shout. Wah! When he suddenly sounded my back, I yelled. Oh, this kid. What'd you do to her? I didn't do anything. Just what? I just thought it'd be funny to trick her. Jeez, that kid. I traded places with Hideaki to take a breather. As I rested, I found I was more tired than I thought. That certainly wasn't a surprise. The minute Nozomu saw something caught his eye, he ran to it. Kids are amazing. I watched as Hideaki chased after him. Unlike me, without stopping to catch his breath, he caught him and put him on his shoulders. It looked like they were having fun. It was really nice to see. Maybe someday I, too. Crystal, look at this. Crystal? What's wrong with Nozomu? Crystal's sleeping. It's because you wore her out. My fault? No. She was just happy to meet you. Happy? What, aren't you happy? I am. Usually no one ever comes to play with me except you. Thanks. Try telling her when she's awake next time. Whenever I tell Mom thanks when she's awake, she cries. So I don't say it anymore. You know, sometimes adults cry when they're happy. That's why I didn't. You know that? That's what she said. Well, I guess I could say it. You better. It's not cool to be so reserved. Reserved? What's that? Well, it's when you don't say how you really feel and stuff. You say really hard things sometimes. Don't worry about it. Just forget about it. No way, I'll remember. I want to be cool like you. Fine. See to it you don't forget. God, this guy's heavy. He should get sleep. He's cute, though. We were walking back home, Hideaki carrying Nozomu on his back. It kind of felt like we were family. It made me embarrassed. Alright, we're here. Was I asleep? Like a rock? You leaving? You sad? Yeah, well, that's honest. Here, give me your hand. I crouched, got a piece of candy, and put it in his tiny hand. This is to say thanks for playing with me, and promise we'll do it again. You'll come back? Yep, I can every day since I do have to work. You're nice. You're really nice. Must be. I'm friends with your hero, huh? Right. What's that mean? What's that mean, friends with what hero? It's our secret. Nozomu then quickly ran off. Bye, Crystal. Bye, Hideaki. Thanks for coming to play. Whew, I'm beat. He really had you running around a lot. Why, you were asleep. I did. I was? Yeah, I don't even remember. I believe that. By the way, I want to hear you say my name again as excited as you called for me earlier. Huh? The sun's already set, so now it's time to be adults again, don't you think? What's that supposed to mean? I'm trying to remember you belong to me for once. Don't tell me you're jealous of Nozomu? Nozomu? I can't say that name at all. What if I was? What a great view I've got. Oh, be quiet. Conscious of the weight of his head in my lap, I stroked his hair. He looked cute lying there. But I preferred him not stare at me like that. What's the matter? You're turning red. That hot gaze of yours is burning my skin. You're funny. Come on, don't look at me like that. Hey, Crystal, what? Do you like kids? Sure. Do you like me? Of course I do. His hand rose to touch my cheek. Then how about you move in with me? What? Let's move in together. Not just thinking about getting married, just making it certain. Wait, did that mean... A flood of tears came to my eyes. As I blinked, they dropped onto his face like rain. Am I right in guessing those are happy tears? Heh, like what you said to Nozomu. That people cry when they're happy. How did you... I said the same thing to him. He told me what you said. The unending tears were definitely tears of joy. With no words to speak, I could only cry. Huh, are you really that happy? You're not sad, are you? No, Marry me. I won't ever let you cry from sadness again. I'll always protect you no matter what. I need you. He lifted his head from my lap and got down on a knee. As I wept, he took my hand and pressed a kiss to my fingers. In my elation, I jumped at him. We tumbled to the floor, of course, but I didn't care. Is that a yes? Instead of an answer, I gave him a kiss. The kiss tasted of happy tears. Nope, there's the achievement. And now the sequel and the date scenario are unlocked. Anyway, that was Hideaki's main route. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all next time with whatever. Bye!